Hello, I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to insert a drawing on a Google Doc. I think this will be very beneficial for the students as it is a helpful tool. So here we go. The first step that I've already taken is to open up a Google document, and I've given it a title called Drawing on Google Docs. The next step would be to use the Insert tab here, and it will open up a drop-down menu of all the different things that you can insert into a Google Doc. Students are most likely familiar with the image function, as well as maybe the table as well. That's also a tool that would be useful, but in this instance, we are going to focus on just the drawing tool. If the students already have a drawing in their Google Drive, they can select the From Google Drive option. However, we are going to create a new one. So once we click on New, the pop-up window will come up and we will actually be able to create a drawing. So the example I'm going to use is the T-chart that some of you have come across within a different variety of word sorts. So the tools you've got in your drawing are this Actions button here, which gives you another drop-down menu. We've got our Undo button, we've got our Redo button, we've got a Zoom function, of course your cursor or your Select button, a Line Segment button, um, which makes it so you can insert any of these options. We've got a shape button, a text box button, as well as an image button. I encourage the students to check out each of these options and kind of fool around with this drawing program in their own time to figure out what tools work best for them. For my T-chart, though, I am going to use this line segment tool to create my lines. So I'm going to make kind of the crossbar here, and then my basic T as well. Oh, it looks like I was in the Select tool. Okay, if you click and hold, you're able to kind of drag and move to create that line. So now that I've got my basic T-chart shape, I need to enter some text boxes so that way I can actually type on this drawing. So I'm going to make a text box here. Okay, and when I do that, you'll see here that my typical Google Doc options are now available to me. I want to make sure that there's a line or a border on each of my text boxes so I can see actually where they're at. So this option here where it says border weight is just the thickness of your border. So I'm just going to go with a 4. It's a little thick, but it is what it is. But now each time I go to make a new text box, it should have, we'll have to change the border on that as well. All right, but I'm going to make the 4 areas in which that I'm going to be typing in to do that here. Again, there are multiple ways of doing this. I could have just inserted a chart. I'm sorry, not a chart, a table, and then typed my answers in that way. However, I did want to show you how we can actually use our Google drawing. So I'm going to make this side general. I'm going to make this side our precise. Okay, and then I can just type in my actual answers here. So if I'm going to say this is for nouns, I could type in a noun such as house, which would be general, whereas in precise, it could be a mansion. I can come back over here and edit it just like I would within a Google Doc format, and I can add uh, my extra words that I'm going to be sorting from that Lincoln Learning site. Just to throw this out there, technically a car and a truck are two different things, but I think you understand what I'm going for here. So what's nice is once I press save and close when I'm finished, it will show up on my Google Doc. Now it's not just on there and stuck there. You can click on your drawing and then the edit tool, and now you can go in and you can actually edit that drawing again or to make those adjustments. So it's not there permanently. If I wanted to delete the whole thing, I can do that as well. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to do the redo button, or I'm sorry, the undo button to get my drawing back. All right, so hopefully you take a couple minutes to watch this video, and this will be helpful to you and your students, or the students and your parents in the future. Thank you very much.